is our second week returning to the Brooklyn Heights Run Club. Now, last week we learned this brand right here, Ferran Community Bakery, sponsors this run club here. So what's cool about this here is that for all the runners who come to this thing, they give them a small little discount on the coffee afterwards.
How are we doing this morning? Okay, we'll make it quick. Some of our pace leaders are out for Boston Marathon and JC. Boston Marathon is tomorrow, okay? This coming weekend, we're going to have a cheer zone for the Brooklyn Experience Half Marathon. Raise your hand if you're doing the Brooklyn Experience Half Marathon. Okay, raise your hand if you're running 7:30. Okay, you're gonna go with Spencer all the way down over there. And go with Spencer. All right. If you are running 8:30, you're gonna go with Josh Eakin. Tobin, I put you somewhere else. Okay, Josh. You're gonna follow. You're gonna follow Josh if you're gonna run 8:30.
I am
8:30. Anybody running 8:30? Okay. Let me hang out down there. Okay. If you're running 9:30, you're gonna go with Hannah. 9:30.
to meet you.
Hannah.
I believe this is a 10-minute pace group right here. That was 9:30, I believe, right there. This is probably the 10.
Alright, 10:30.
Oh. Yeah! Yeah! Pretty large group here today, my friends. 10:30 pace group, as you can see. Running club is over. I just finished up. Made a new friend today. Made 2 new friends today. So I noticed with this club, there were a bunch of repeats, and then there were also some people who were like new. So it's probably half and half for me in terms of my experience here today. Hopefully this like turns into a recurring thing in which, you know, we meet these people and then foster some sort of a friendship here. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal with showing up to these things anyway. We're in the Lower East Side, New York City. Movie night. We're seeing a movie with Lainey, friend of the vlog Lainey tonight. I'm meeting her directly at this movie theater over here. We're watching one of the movies that just came out just this month. How are you?
Good. Is this still on?
Tonight we were watching this movie called The Drama.
Yes. I've intentionally tried to stay away from spoilers,
Okay.
but apparently there's a twist or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I also know very little. The only thing I know about this is I just been watching a bunch of like, you know how they do like the press stuff on YouTube and stuff?
Yeah.
Like just kind of like promo.
I haven't even seen that.
Oh, really?
I just know because you know how Robert Pattinson is a little quirky.
I've never seen a single movie with him in it, so I have no
even
idea.
Twilight?
Yeah, no.
Well.
And the only Zendaya thing I've seen is Challengers. Which
Oh, that's
you recommended
good.
that to me actually.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
So
was a good
maybe
one.
we'll, I usually don't go to the theater, but I wanted to see this one.
Okay.
I need to see it before I get spoiled.
All right, my friends. I'll report back after the movie. Movie is over, concluded. We came here to this place called Dudley here to have a quick little debrief session all about the movie here. It's a lot to break down with this movie. It's a very good movie. If I had to give this an IMDb rating, I'd give it I think I'd give it like a solid 8. If you were to give this an IMDb rating, what would you give it?
It's out of 10, right?
Yeah, and you can use decimals too.
8.5.
Wow. Okay.
Why? What would you give it?
That's really good. I give it an 8.
Okay.
I think anything above a 7 is like pretty solid in my book.
Yeah.
Lenny just asked me why I'm wearing this tie right now. It's extremely performative, I will admit. Extremely. But
Okay.
that being said, it feels very intentional. Like, oh, we're getting ready for the day. Like when I put on a tie, it's like a sign of like, okay, we're about to go out.
Oh, I like that.
And then also, I think it's almost, in my mind, I almost imagine it similar to like when you're watching a cartoon show. Like SpongeBob wears the same thing every day. Or like Mickey Mouse has the same uniform every day. And I like this idea of me going out into New York City and like the neighborhood viewing me as like, oh, there goes Kevin Isomoto. We've seen him from a mile away.
The guy with the tie?
Yeah. And like I wanted to like have a thing that established that for me. We did indeed watch the drama. The thing I would recommend is to just go and watch the one and only official trailer. Watch the official trailer and that's it. After that, just go in blind and don't watch anything else because you might accidentally spoil it for yourself. For me, right now, as of April 2026, best movie of the year.
Yes.
Wait, come on this side of me.
Hello.
How did your show go?
Amazing. Two
yeah?
back-to-back shows.
That was
sold
exciting,
out.
like doing back-to-back, right?
Yes.
Back-to-back style?
Yes, it
How mu-
was really fun.
How much time do you have in between each show?
A lot of time, a lot of waiting because we were just one 10-minute play across 8 of those 10-minute plays. So it comprises of one show. But yeah, a lot of waiting, but the crowds were amazing, super fun. Just, yeah, great experience overall.
It's
Yeah.
good then.
Yes.
Wow, dude. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Wow.
It was so
hell
fun.
yeah. Let's rehearse just from like the second half. And then at some point we'll try to like combine everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, do you want to try like first couple of times actually like going on script, like on book,
Yeah, sure.
to like at least like
That's fine.
because like sometimes when we go off book, I feel like we miss like the actual like these little pointers.
We did indeed meet up with Siwoo once again to go over our same scene that we've been going over for the past few weeks. Also this week, a lesson that we learned in class is this thing I wanted to talk about called dovetailing. It's a technique that you can use in acting where essentially it helps with the back and forth dialogue. Because a lot of times it can get very, it feels a little contrived when you have a back and forth dialogue scene and you're just waiting for your scene partner to finish their line. And so with this technique, you start speaking almost as if you're interrupting your scene partner, but when you're observing it as an audience member, it comes across as like very natural sounding back and forth speaking. Like it sounds like a real conversation. Also this week I went to a birthday party for Whitney, and for her birthday she did a scavenger hunt here in Manhattan.
So are we green and you guys are just red?
That's right. So each team has the same challenges. That one does.
Every team has the same challenges.
Every team has the same challenges, but it's divvied up into different ways.
Okay,
So,
and then even amongst the team, I noticed that we all have different challenges
Yeah.
within the team.
Okay.
So as a group, we have to perform all the challenges though.
just help each other. Yeah, just help each other. And as a team, you're aggregating points.
We got paired up into teams, and so my teammate was friend of the vlog, Amy. For context, Amy, professional actor.
A lot of people will tell you what their angles are to such a degree. For instance, Barbra Streisand is only ever allowed contractually to be videoed either like front on or I believe it's from the left.
I was telling Amy how one of my problems with acting class right now, my biggest hang up is actually memorizing the lines. I just struggle with reading a sheet of paper and trying to memorize it. And one of the tips that she gave me was when it comes to memorizing lines, rather than literally sitting there and trying to memorize word for word, like say this at this moment in time, try to think of the bigger picture, the broader context of what your character is doing in that particular scene. By thinking of the scene in a bigger picture, I think maybe it helps with you embody the character, and so therefore the lines that that character would say just come more naturally, or it's like it strikes in your mind more easily. Thanks for watching. It's been year 16, week number 813. Next week will be year 16, week number 814.